quality sleep versus quantity sleep. First responders, hospital staff, factory shift workers, restaurant employees, and yes, even new parents with young children, they all have something in common: disrupted sleep. Chances are that your employees experience irregular sleep cycles, and it may be affecting their performance on the job. Rotational shift work often disrupts the body's natural sleep cycle, and when an employee works odd hours or rotating shifts, it may increase drowsiness on the job and the risk of accidents. It also has long-term effects that may impact quality of life, like chronic health conditions.
So if you think about a standard 9-to-5 job, about 20% of Americans actually will work outside of that standard daytime hour, whether that be later in the evening, overnight, or early in the morning. Of those 20% of people, not everybody will struggle with difficulties with sleep and alertness, but up to 40% will. So a main driver for our alertness is the 24-hour cycle called a circadian rhythm. That's very driven by light exposure. When the light hits our eyes, it starts a whole hormonal cascade, including hormones such as melatonin and cortisol, that help us both be alert and active, as well as help us to fall asleep when it's time to fall asleep.
The lack of sleep with your health, it does take a mental toll on you. Knowing that you might not get enough sleep when you come back from a call, because your anxiety, your adrenaline's running and stuff. If you don't eat properly, it's going to take a toll on your body. Can't recoup all the nutrition that it needs and the vitamins and all that stuff that you need to take or whatever, supplement yourself with it, that you're not going to get. And if you don't do that, then your body's going to fail you and you're going to fail your crew. And so it's very important that you take care of your body. And one way to do that is to get that rest so your body gets that recuperation for it.
Night shift work can result in sleep problems that put a strain on many areas of your life. However, there are steps that both the employee and the employer can take to help improve some of these symptoms. Employers can help by adjusting the brightness of the lights and maintaining a cool temperature, which helps employees stay more alert while at work. Music can help employees by maintaining a rhythm while they're working. And additionally, it maintains an energetic environment. Rather than having white noise, they can maintain a rhythm to the music.
So one main consideration, thinking about how the circadian rhythm is so driven by light exposure, is your own light exposure. So for instance, at times when it is time for bedtime, if the sun is out, trying to keep that light exposure to a minimum. So for instance, even thinking about wearing sunglasses as you're driving home from an overnight shift. But also making sure that bright light exposure to your eyes is minimized, whether that be making sure that your lights are off in your room, maybe blackout curtains, but also being very conscious of things like devices, phones, tablets, computers, televisions, which can provide stimulating light as well as stimulating activity for the brain, making it harder for the brain waves to calm down to allow you to have a good restorative sleep.
At Gastien, we encourage our night shift workers to stay on the same sleep schedule every day of the week, even on days off. Night shift workers are critical to the success of our company. We can all work together to ensure that all employees are productive and safe while at work.
Effective sleep management is crucial for all workers to maintain their health, well-being, and best job performance. Thank you for joining the conversation at Working Well, sponsored by 5 Healthy Towns Foundation and our healthcare partners. Healthy employees make healthy workplaces. Working Well will connect you with free resources you can use right away.